Now, while this Fairfax lives, well, she's dead to me, and I to her. And my jibes and jokes notwithstanding, I'm the saddest and sorriest dog in England.
You're a very dull dog indeed.
Now, if you will swear that you shot Fairfax while he was trying to swim across the river, it needs but the discharge of an arquebus on a dark night, and that he sank, and that he was seen no more, I will make you the very Archbishop of Jesters, and that in 2 days' time. What'd you say?
I'm to lie?
Heartily. But your lie must be a lie of circumstance, which I will support with testimony of eyes, ears, and tongue.
And you will qualify me as a jester?
As a jester among jesters. I will teach you all my original songs, my self-constructed riddles, my own ingenious paradoxes. Nay, more. I will reveal the source whence I get. Now, what do you say?
Well, if it be but a lie you want of me, I hold it cheap enough. And I say yes. It's a bargain.
Hereupon we both agreed, all that we two do agree to secure by solemn deed, to prevent all Hereupon.
You and Elsie are to call with the story, grim and gory.
How this Fairfax died and all, I declare to, you're to swear to.
I to swear to.
I declare to.
I to swear to.
I declare to.
I to swear to.
You declare to. I to swear to.
Tell a tale
of cock and bull, of convincing detail. Tale tremendous and defenders, what's a tale of cock and bull?
In return for my own part,
I am making undertaking to instruct you in the art amazing, wonder-raising
of a jester, jesting free, proposition, high ambition.
And a lively one I'll be, wagga-wagging, never flagging.
Wagga-wagging,
never flagging.
Wagga-wagging,
never flagging, never flagging. Wagga-wagging, never flagging.
Tell a tale
of cock and bull, of convincing detail. Tale tremendous and defenders, what a tale of cock and bull.
What a tale of cock.
What a tale of bull.
What a tale of cock.
What a tale of bull.
What a tale of cock and bull, cock and bull, cock and bull.
And defenders, what a tale of cock and bull.
Yes? 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 Yes!
2 days gone, and no news of poor Fairfax. The dolts, they seek him everywhere, save within a dozen yards of his dungeon. Hi, Sergeant Merrill. How fares your pretty charge, Elsie Maynard?
Well enough, sir. She's quite strong again and leaves us tonight.
Thanks to Dame Carruthers' kind nursing.
I deuce take the old witch. It was but a sorry trick you played me, sir, to bring that fainting girl to me. It gave the old lady an excuse for taking up her quarters in my house. And for the last 2 years, I've shunned her like the plague. Another day of it, and she would have married me. Good Lord, here she is again. I'll go.
Nay, Sergeant Merrill, don't go. I've something of grave import to say to you.
It's coming.
In faith, I think I'm not wanted here.
Nay, Master Leonard, I've naught to say to your father that his son may not hear.
True, I'm one of the family. I'd forgotten.
'Tis about this Elsie Maynard. A pretty girl, Master Leonard.
Aye, fair as a peach blossom. What then?
She hath a liking for you, if I mistake not.
Oh, she's as dainty a little maid as you'll find in a midsummer day's march.
Then be warned in time, and do not give your heart to her. Oh, I know what it is to give my heart to one who will have none of it.
Aye, she knows all about that. And why should my boy take heed of her? She's a good girl, Dame Carruthers.
Good enough, for aught I know. But she's no girl. She's a married woman.
A married woman? Tush, old lady. She's promised to Jack Point, the lieutenant's new jester.
Tush in your teeth, old man. As my niece Kate sat by her bedside, this Elsie slept. And as she slept, she moaned and groaned and turned this way and that way. And how shall I marry one I have never seen, quoth she. Then 100 crowns, quoth she. Then is it certain he will die within an hour, quoth she. Then I love him not, and yet I am his wife, quoth she. Is it not so, Kate?
Aye, 'tis even so.
Are you sure of all this?
Yes, sir, for I wrote it all down on my writing tablets.
Now mark my words. It was of this Fairfax she spoke, and he is her husband, or I'll swallow me kirtle.
Is this true, sir?
True? Why, the girl was raving. Why should she marry a man who had but an hour to live?
Marry? There be those that would marry but for a minute rather than die old maids.
Aye, I know one of them.
Strange adventure, maiden wedded to a groom she'd never seen. Never seen. Groom about to be beheaded in an autumn tower green. Tower green. Groom in dreary dungeon lying, groom as good as dead or dying, for a pretty maiden sighing, pretty maid of 17. 17. Strange adventure that made warning, more as maid and gallant groom, gallant groom. While the funeral bell is tolling, bimba boom, bimba boom. Modest maiden will not tarry, though but 60 years she carry. She must marry, for the altar near true. Tower
My mysterious bride is no other than this winsome Elsie. By my hand, I might have fared worse with my eyes open.
Hark! What was that, sir?
Why, an arquebus fired from the wharf, unless I much mistake.
Strange, and at such an hour. What can it mean?
Now what can that be? A shot so late at night, enough to cause a fight. What can the moment mean?
A woman in the land is London to be lived. What danger is at hand?
What danger is at hand?
Who fired that shot? At once the truth declare. My lord, 'twas I, to rashly judge, forbear.
My lord, 'twas he, to rashly judge, forbear.
Like a ghost is video keeping.
Or a spectre all appalling.
I beheld a figure creeping.
I should rather call it crawling.
He was creeping.
He was crawling.
He was creeping.
Crawling.
He was creeping.
He was crawling.
He was creeping.
Crawling.
Without a moment's hesitation, I myself upon him flung, with a hurried exclamation to his draperies I hung. Then we close with one another in a rough and tumble smother. Colonel Fairfax and no other was the man to whom I clung.
Fairfax and no other, Colonel Fairfax and no other, Colonel Fairfax and no other was the man to whom he clung.
After mighty tug and tussle.
It resembled more a struggle.
With by dint of stronger muscles.
Or by some infernal juggle.
Or my clutches quickly slide.
I should rather call it slipping.
With the view, no doubt, of hiding.
Or escaping to the shipping.
With a gasp and with a quiver.
Describe it as a shiver.
Down he dived into the river. And alas, I cannot swim.
It's enough to make one shiver with a gasp and with a quiver. Down he dived into the river. It's very brave of him.
Ingenuity is catching with the view, making a pleasing arquebus from petty snatching.
I should rather call it seizing.
With an ounce or two of lead, I dispatch him to the head.
With an ounce or two of lead, he dispatched him to the head.
I discharged it without winking. Little time I lost in thinking. Like a stone I saw him sinking.
I should say a lump of lead.
He discharged it without winking. Little time he lost in thinking.
Like a stone I saw him sinking.
I should say a lump of lead.
Like a stone with my head.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
Like a stone with my head.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
Anyhow the man is dead. Where the stone a lump of lead.
Anyhow the man is dead. And where the stone a lump of lead. Arquebus and sentry seizing, but the view is keen or pleasing. Arquebus and sentry seizing, but the view is keen or pleasing. With a shot into the head, and he's very, very dead. And it matters very little when the stone a lump of lead. He's very, very sound, and he's very, very dead.
Lead! Oh!
A river must be dragged, no time be lost. A body must be found at any cost. To this attend without undue delay. So set to work with what dispatch he may.
Yes, yes, we'll set to work with what dispatch we may.
This Fairfax was but a pestilent fellow, and as he had to die, he might as well die thus as any other way. 'Twas a good death.
Still, he was my husband, and had he not been, he was nevertheless a living man. And now he is dead. And so, by your leave, my tears may flow unchidden, Master Point.
And you saw all this?
Aye, with both eyes at once, this and that.
But are you sure it was Colonel Fairfax? Did you see his face?
Aye. And a plaguey, ill-favoured face it was, too. A hangdog face. A felon face. A face fit to fright the headsman himself and make him strike awry. Oh, a plaguey bad face, take my word for it. How they laugh. 'Tis ever thus with simple folk. An accepted wit has but to say, pass the mustard, and they roar their ribs out.
If ever I come to life again, you shall pay for this, Master Point.
Well, now, Elsie, you're free to choose again. So, behold me. I'm young, well-favoured. I have a pretty wit. I can jest you, jibe you, quip you, crank you, rack you, riddle you.
Tush, man, you know not how to woo. 'Tis not to be done with time-worn jests, with quips, conundrums, rhymes, and paradoxes. 'Tis an art in itself, and must be studied gravely and conscientiously. A man would woo a fair maid, should prentice himself to the trade, and study all day in methodical way how to flatter, cajole, and persuade. He should prentice himself at 14, and practice from morning to e'en. And when he's of age, if he will not engage, he may capture the heart of a queen, the heart of a queen. It is purely a matter of skill, which all may attain if they will. But every Jackie must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his G. If he wants to make sure of his G.
If he's made the best use of his time, his twig he so carefully lime, that every bird will come down at his word, whatever its plumage or climb. He must learn that the thrill of a touch may mean little or nothing or much. It's an instrument rare to be handled with care, and ought to be treated as such. Ought skill, which all may attain if they will. But every Yankee must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his Jill, if he wants to make sure of his Jill. Then a glance may be timid or free, it will vary in mighty degree, from an impudent stare to a look of despair that no maid without pity can see. And a glance of despair is no guide. It may have its ridiculous side. It may draw you a tear or a box on the ear. You can never be sure till you've tried. Never be sure till you've tried. It is purely a matter of skill, which all may attain if they will. But every Yankee must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his Jill, if he wants to make sure of his Jill. But every Jack must study the knack, but every Jack must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his Jill. Yes, every Jack must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his Jill.